Welcome to the chilling world of poltergeists. Tonight, we delve into true stories that will send shivers down your spine. Feel the icy grip of fear as we journey through haunted homes and sinister spirits. We'll probe the mysteries of the unseen, from the whispers in the dark to the objects that move of their own accord. You may start to question your own reality and the things that go bump in the night. Prepare to question everything you know about the unseen. Our first tale takes us back to the 1970s in a seemingly ordinary house in Enfield, London. A typical family, the Hodgsons, found themselves in the epicenter of an extraordinary and terrifying event. This, my friends, is the tale of the Enfield Poltergeist. In August of 1977, the Hodgson family began experiencing strange occurrences. Furniture moved on its own, objects flew across rooms, knocking sounds echoed through the house. And chillingly, a child's toy was said to have levitated, seemingly defying the laws of gravity. Two of the Hodgson children, Janet and Margaret, appeared to be the focus of the activity. They claimed to have seen a man in their house, an apparition who introduced himself as Bill. This entity even communicated through Janet, her voice morphing into a disturbing gravelly tone unlike her own. But not everyone was convinced. Skeptics argued that the children were playing tricks, staging the events for attention. One such skeptic, an outspoken debunker, asserted that the phenomena could be easily explained by natural causes or by the playful deception of imaginative children. However, parapsychologists who visited the house had a different perspective. They observed the fear and distress of the family, particularly the children. They argued that the intensity of the emotional state of the family and the consistency of the phenomena lent credibility to the case. Objects were seen to move when no one was near them. Unexplained noises were recorded. And most compellingly, Janet was observed speaking in the eerie voice of Bill, despite the strain it would put on a child's vocal cords. Despite the compelling evidence, the Enfield Poltergeist case remains steeped in controversy. Skeptics maintain that it was an elaborate hoax, while believers argue that the evidence is too compelling to dismiss. But what do you think? Was the Enfield Poltergeist a genuine haunting or an intricate ruse? Were the Hodgson children truly tormented by an unseen entity, or were they simply playing a game that got out of hand? Fact or fiction? You decide. As we delve deeper into the world of poltergeists, remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction. And sometimes, the most terrifying tales are the ones that hit closest to home. Now we journey across the Atlantic to Bridgeport, USA, home to what some call the world's most haunted house. In the mid-70s, the Goodin family of Bridgeport, Connecticut, was thrust into the spotlight when they claimed to experience inexplicable and terrifying phenomena in their home. Their story began like many others, ordinary people living ordinary lives. But their tranquility was shattered when they started to experience what can only be described as extraordinary. Their house became a pandemonium of poltergeist activity. Objects were said to levitate, furniture moved on its own, and toys would spring to life in the dead of night. The chilling crescendo of this paranormal symphony was the apparent physical attacks on their small daughter, leading to widespread fear and panic. It wasn't just the Goodins who witnessed these terrifying events. Neighbors, police officers, and even firefighters reported seeing objects fly across rooms and appliances turn on and off without human interaction. The Bridgeport Poltergeist case quickly became a media sensation, attracting curious onlookers, skeptics, and ghost hunters alike. Among those drawn to the case was Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famed paranormal investigators. They spent days at the house, documenting the eerie occurrences. But the poltergeist seemed to have a mind of its own, often going quiet when skeptics were present, only to resume its antics when believers were around. We had the chance to speak with a member of the Goodin family, who vividly remembers the chilling events. It was like living in a nightmare, they said. You never knew when something would happen. It was terrifying, especially for our little girl. Intriguingly, the Bridgeport Poltergeist case wasn't without its skeptics. Many debunkers suggested that the events were orchestrated for attention, or perhaps were the result of an overactive imagination. Yet the Gooden family maintained their stance, insisting that what they experienced was real. The Bridgeport Poltergeist remains one of the most debated cases in paranormal history. Whether it was a genuine case of a poltergeist, a hoax, or simply misunderstood natural phenomena, it's a story that continues to captivate and terrify. As we move away from Bridgeport, we're left with the haunting echo of the Gooden family's ordeal, a stark reminder of the unseen world that may exist just beyond our perception, a world where the ordinary turns extraordinary, where fear takes a physical form, and where the line between reality and the supernatural becomes blurred. Yet another tale that leaves us questioning the boundaries of our reality. Take a moment to gather your thoughts, but remember, the unseen may be closer than you think. As we pause, let's acknowledge our sponsor. Their support keeps these spine-tingling stories coming your way. Now listen closely. Did you hear that? It's an electronic voice phenomena, a message from the other side, perhaps. Just a taste of the unexplainable phenomena we're exploring. A chill running down your spine? That's the thrill of the unknown. Ready for more? Brace yourself. Our final tale is so terrifying, it inspired the infamous movie, The Amityville Horror. We turn our attention to the chilling account of the Hodgson family, a seemingly ordinary household that found itself at the center of a paranormal storm. In the mid-70s, the Hodgson family began experiencing inexplicable phenomena. Objects moved on their own, chilling whispers echoed through the halls, and an oppressive fear took root in their home. The family was gripped by a terror they could neither see nor understand. The haunting was relentless, with the family reporting that the disturbances would intensify during the night, leaving them in a constant state of dread. The emotional toll on the family was immense. As the haunting continued, their fear gave way to desperation, their home no longer a sanctuary, but a place of torment. The case drew the attention of paranormal investigators from around the world, each eager to uncover the truth behind the haunting. One such investigator was Ed Warren, a renowned paranormal researcher. His findings were as intriguing as they were frightening. Warren reported witnessing objects move without any visible force and documented accounts of disembodied voices. His experiences, he claimed, were evidence of a powerful poltergeist. However, his conclusions were met with skepticism, many accusing the family of fabrication for financial gain. Despite the controversy, the Hodgson story remains one of the most well-documented cases of alleged poltergeist activity. It's a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that may exist in our world, forces that can turn a home into a place of fear and dread. And so we are left with a haunting question. Was the Hodgson family truly tormented by a poltergeist? Or was their fear the result of an elaborate hoax? A tale that continues to perplex and terrify even decades later. 3 tales of terror, 3 families forever changed. The Enfield, the Bridgeport, the Hodgson family, each with a haunting chapter in their lives, each with an enduring mystery. The chilling world of poltergeists, where the unseen terror dwells, continues to captivate and frighten us. These true stories serve as a stark reminder of the unexplained phenomena that exist in our world. Do you believe in poltergeists? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, subscribe for more true horror stories.